All right, so now we begin the session 2 for the workshop today. Here we are going to discuss on the topic SOP for grant of B2 category within 45 days in the state of Assam. To present on this topic, may I welcome Shri Pradyut Kumar Choudhury, Chairman, SEIAA Assam, and Shri Swapan Sarma, Chairman, SEAC Assam. May I now request Shri Pradyut Kumar Choudhury to start the proceedings, please.
Yeah, 1 minute. Before they start, I would just like to praise all the operators present here. We, the oil gas industry, must praise that the effort put forwarded by Mr. Choudhury and Mr. Seal. They have adopted the 23rd December. We had a meeting with them at Guwahati, and the country's first SOP on the B2 category within 45 days has been prepared, accepted, circulated, and uploaded in the website of the website by the month of January 2021, and which will be now will be a kind of model SOP which ministry is initially thinking to adopt across the country. So we thank you, Choudhury Sahab and Council Sahab, and request you to continue your session.
As per MOF notification 16 January 2020, all projects in respect of offshore and onshore oil and gas exploration are now considered as B2 category, as you all know. During the initial evaluation of oil and gas projects submitted by Vedanta, ONGC and oil at SEIAA Assam, it was found that the project proponents submitted their documents, but there was no clarity on some points. The points were where the exploratory will be made, number one. Number two, whether the tentative coordinates submitted represent the surface location or the subsurface location of the proposed well. The process in which land acquisition will be done, well site, proper lease/sale deed of the project land. Number four, land use, land cover pattern. Number five, topography, slope, and aspects of well site immediate to its surroundings, nearest water body or rivers, streams, evaluation which are very essential to assess possible damage/hazard in case of any unexpected eventuality. Taking all these considerations in this backdrop, our honorable expert members of the appraisal committee, along with me, we came to a conclusion that the proposal of exploration of the oil companies need to be submitted by the project proponent with clarity. Meanwhile, a meeting was held in 23rd December 2020 in the conference of Pollution Control Board Assam, where a SOP was formulated and the Honorable ADG Exploration DGH joined the meeting through VC, and Sri J. Lahiri, CGM Environment DGH came down to Guwahati, and senior officials of Assam government and representatives of all stakeholders were present. Now the SOP was formulated accordingly, and there was a flowchart so that we can grant the B2 category EC in 45 days. So the flowchart was same as the earlier, as per EIA notification 2006. They have submitted the proposal to the SEIAA. The SEIAA scrutinizes the proposal, and if there is any essential documents to be sought, they have to give it. And then we place it before the SEAC. Then SEAC asks for essential documents and recommends to the SEIAA. So the flowchart stated that within 45 days we will give the EC, subject to the condition that they give the documents as per our checklist, and with a condition that if the land documents are not given 15 days before the actual execution of exploration, the EC will get redundant. So the checklist as follows: number one, Form 1, then the pre-feasibility report, then the project summary in 1 or 2 pages, then the KML file, then the environment management plan around 2 km radius of the drilling site, Form 2, And the most important is the number 7, 8, and 9. So number 7 is the land use oblique land cover map of the lease block prepared from the standard false color composite of satellite images on 1:50,000 scale. The number 8 was the land use land cover map around 1 kilometer radius of each of the drilling site prepared from standard false color composite of satellite images on 1:5,000 scale. Number 8 was the digital elevation model derived relief map from 1 kilometer radius of the drilling site. And number 10 for Assam, it is applicable application processing fee. Now about the details of the checklist. In case of forest land, the map should show us in clearly delineation of the forest boundary on the lease blocks FCC satellite image in 1:50,000 scale, and also on the land use and land cover map in 1:50,000 scale. Number 2, in case of eco-sensitive zone, again in that map of the serial 1, in the same map, the delineation of the eco-sensitive zone boundary on the lease blocks FCC satellite image in 1:50,000 scale, and also on the land use land cover map on 1:50,000 scale. In case of groundwater use, permission from Central Groundwater Authority with intimation to the PCBA is required. In case of land documents, credible land documents 15 days prior to actual exploratory drilling works. And if there is a Schedule 1 species in the around the well site, then the wildlife conservation plan has to be submitted. Number 6, submit a budget for the environment management plan. Number 7, a budget for the occupational hazard and safety. Number 8, report on environment, ecology, and socio-economic features of the well site. Number 9, submit a risk assessment and emergency response plan. Number 10, submit a report on waste water generation and treatment. Number 11, submit a air pollution control plan. Number 12, submit a noise pollution control plan. Number 13, submit a plan for hazardous and non-hazardous waste management plan. And number 14, submit a report on baseline environmental status based on primary and secondary in a 2 kilometer radius area around the proposed exploratory well. Number 15, land use and land cover map of the block on 1:50,000 scale and in the well site at 1:5,000 scale prepared from the standard FCC of satellite images not older than 3 years. 16 is the relief map prepared from satellite DEM in the wells at 1:50,000 scale. Now, what is the importance of the land use and land cover map of the leased area? So our expert members have finalized that the EC given at any stage required clarity on the pattern of land use, land cover, geomorphology, drainage, residential areas, forests, wetland, etc. The individual bands of remote sensing satellite are developed on how different Earth features and objects give their spectral responses. Accordingly, a standard combination is developed and practiced so that the maximum discrimination of features can be identified from a single combination, which is called the standard FCC. For more details, information other band combinations and image processing are being practiced. Details. If we want the clarity of the well site to the minutest details, we have the details at close level of the features that can be interpreted from the high resolution satellite images. A spatial resolution less than 15 meters is suggested, as many satellite images are found freely available in the internet, which serves less purpose. However, 6-meter multispectral bands are also available from Indian remote sensing satellites. So these are to be procured and given in the map. The 1:5,000 scale mapping is to be carried out from higher multispectral satellite data, approximately of 5 to 6 meter resolution for finer details, and is simple enlarged printout of the 1:50,000 scale has no meaning and cannot give any finer information. Now, the DEM relief map help in evaluating the slope, aspect, and elevation variation of a terrain, which together with the land use and land cover in visualization of the environmental hazards and impacts in the immediate surroundings in case of any eventuality. So these are the requirements so that we can finalize and give the EC properly for a oil exploration purpose. To compare the terrain relief condition and land use and land cover, the relief plan and land use land cover map has to be in the same scale, that is 1:5,000. Now, about the shifting of the well location. It is known that during the land negotiation time, there will be some variation. That variation has to be limited to 500 meter only, so that the very purpose of the submitting the LUC and LC map do not get redundant. So this is our SOP, and we hope if all stakeholders give the documents as asked for, we will be able to give the EC in a 45 days time, and actually we have done also. Till now we have given ECs to Vedanta, Oil and ONGC. Initially there were some hiccups. Now all the stakeholders have adjusted to our requirements, and they are giving the documents as per our requirements. So the purpose of designing this SOP is to smoothen the process of grant of EC for oil and gas projects, taking due care for protection and conservation of environment, ecology, and socio-economic development of the region. Thank you.